Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. In Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25 says, "Do not give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." Now, the following is something I read this morning, and it's very important. So listen, it is hard to imagine a time when churches did not have air conditioning, running water, cushion chairs or pews. The windows would be open in the heat, and people would gather together for warmth in the wintertime. If you had to use the bathroom, you would have to make the long journey out to the outhouse. Yet, with all of these inconveniences, Sundays used to be a time when people gathered at the church to hear God's word. Pews were filled, and when there was no more room in the church, people would gather together around the doors and the windows outside to listen to the preacher preach. God was a priority. Family was a priority. People worked hard from sun up to sundown. Most families were fortunate to have one car, and most items were handmade. Yet, with everything they had to do on any given day, they made time for God and church. Now, unfortunately, today, it seems God and church is no longer a priority in too many families. The empty pew is becoming more common in churches throughout our nation. I have heard it said that the church needs to change with the times. The church needs to cater to the people. The church needs more programs. The church da-da-da-da-da. Whatever happened to the thought of the church raising disciples and ministering to the community? Whatever happened to the church being a place where people came together to greet one another, to share God's word, to worship God, to encourage one another in a life of holiness and righteousness? Whatever happened to people wanting to serve instead of being served? The empty pew breaks my heart. Are people just too busy for God, or do they just not care anymore? Have a good